I want you to pat yourself on the back and go hug a disability rights campaigner because you just made something fantastic happen. Keir Starmer just apologized for the xenophobic tone of his Island of Strangers speech. Not only for the language, but for the framing. And I bet you're curious about how you were able to do that. It all starts a million years ago in politics, but actually just last Wednesday when Keir Starmer was in The Hague. But he wasn't in The Hague for the reason that he will be in the future when the full extent of the collaboration between the United Kingdom and Israel is known to everyone. He was there for a summit of leaders. And he was approached by journalists regarding this budding rebellion of MPs in his own party against the cuts in disability benefit that would push 800,000 people into poverty. His response was glib and arrogant and dismissive, as we come to expect from the front bench of this government. He called this rebellion background noise. Well, turns out it wasn't background noise. It was more than 120 MPs that had been organizing for months, emboldened in their action by people like you, who contacted them relentlessly, who expressed your concerns, who made yourself heard. These weren't just the usual suspects. The left-wing MPs that the Starmer team hasn't been able to expel from the party. 62 of them were new MPs. People that they had a hand on picking, but that your action and the action of disability campaigners helped persuade that this was a good time to take a stand. There were even 11 heads of select committees involved. These are some of the most prominent MPs in the Labour Party. The fact that all of these people got together and Keir Starmer didn't have a clue that it was happening until the last minute showed that he's not just a person who's enabling a genocide in Gaza, or a person who's comfortable spouting xenophobic tropes. It means that he's two things that a leader can't afford to be: distracted and weak. It is in this context, combined with the knowledge that Labour is hemorrhaging support on the left, that this apology comes, that this backtracking comes. Because he has to make concessions now to avoid the humiliation of having one of his prime legislative targets being voted down by his own party. This rebellion should remind you of two things. First is that the battle for the soul of the Labour Party is as old as the party itself, and there's never a definite winner. You just have to continue fighting it to put the party in the right direction. And the second one is that you have a role to play in this, and it's not a small one. So keep doing what you're doing.